I didn't notice that my microphone was muted. I was saying that I think we've done this conference justice by letting Daniel to speak last. And I don't think Honorable Samia is around. Is she around? If she's not, then we will have to round up with just some few questions because we are far away the limited time that was given us. So we'll have maybe one question. Is there, do we have Daniel Teko online? She put his question earlier and he wanted us to let his question be answered by Ambassador Williams. Is Daniel Teko online?
Yes, this is Daniel Teko on the line. Good day, everyone. Thanks for being here today for the African Day. I'm very excited about what I've learned today. Every day is a new day of learning. I have a question for the entire African Day and also to any person in there that could give a chip something about it. But I also like Ambassador Wallace to look at this, answer this question as well. Anybody can add your voices. We all remember that the Rwanda genocide, that thousands of people died, and the world said, never again. But this same world we are talking about, and Africa, has sat silent and watched another genocide go on in the English part of Cameroon, known as the former British Southern Cameroons, which today is called Ambazonia. So my question is, what is the Africans Day message to the over 45,000 refugees in Nigeria, over 2 million IDPs, over 5,000 incarcerated, and more than 10,000 people died so far? So what is the message to the family members who have lost loved ones that were shot by the Cameroon military, and especially in the Ngarbuh Massacre, where over 34 children, pregnant women, killed in live ammunitions in close range because they are defending their basic human right under UN Resolution 1514 and 1608 Article 2B. We have mentioned here a lot. We talked about leadership, immigration, e-learning, entrepreneurship, but we did not mention a lot about human rights in Africa. We cannot ignore these things that are happening. And if one part of Africa is sick, like the body, the rest of the body is not well. If you have headache, the rest of your body is not well. So if this part of Africa is having the same kind of genocide that happened in Rwanda, what are the youths, you all here, doing to solve this problem? What message do you have to the Southern Cameroons people?
May I answer on that?
Yes.
Okay. I think that I've known about the struggle in Cameroon and specifically Ambazonia for a long time because my parents are both from Cameroon. They are from the English-speaking part of Cameroon. And so even though we're down here in South Africa, my parents and I are still very educated on what is going on back home. And I think that the message I would like to tell, and this is specifically to the leaders that are leading these killings, leading all these bad happenings, is that war has never, ever solved a problem. And although I am young, I have read about previous wars and even modern wars that are going on, and it has never solved the problem, especially against your own people. Civil war is one of the worst types of wars you can have because you are turning on each other. And so the message I would like to tell them is that they should educate themselves on what they are doing and the future of the country, the future of the people they are hurting. Because now many children are stuck in these difficult situations and they are not receiving the education they so deserve. Many parents are wondering what is the way forward. And as you mentioned, these refugees in Nigeria, many of them do not have homes to go to and they are forced to start a new life. So this is an extreme setback for thousands that are there. But I think that we could make use of this situation by educating these leaders and our future leaders. Thank you.
I think Honorable Daniel would like Ambassador Wallace Williams to answer his question. I don't know if the ambassador is still around. I don't know if he's still around.
Of course. Very much so. Very much so. Well, thank you very much for, is it Paul? Is it Paul Bungu?
Daniel?
It's Daniel Teko.
Is it Daniel?
Yes.
Is it Daniel?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Daniel, thank you very much. You are very, very poignant in what you're saying. And I must say that it is something that was left out of this Youth Leadership Forum to talk about, the bane of Africa, which is the internecine warfares, the tribal warfares, and the imposition of governments who are to protect the people. Instead, they use the power that they have to kill, maim their own citizens. I must say this, that most of these have been on the basis of foreign and outside interference leaders who want to continue in power as leaders that perhaps the country doesn't accept. When you have, for example, in Cameroon, language versus English plus tribalism, people who have the power, and in this case, I suppose it's the French-speaking part, and those who have the French influence, they have the ammunition, they have the guns. They will take advantage of that to push out those that are not part of the.
I think the ambassador's network is gone.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have to bring these virtual conference to a close because we are far off. We've consumed 28 more minutes added on our time. We cannot continue with the conference, but leave your questions, please. We'll be on again here. We'll just leave the forum open. Leave your questions on the platform, in the chat room, so that we can answer your questions. The various speakers will answer your questions.